Welcome to Talks with Dr. Gupta and friends. Today, we're looking ahead to 2026. And this is not just another forecast. Some of the world's most serious geopolitical analysts are warning that 2026 is a dangerous tipping point. A year when long-standing assumptions about power, stability, and technology finally break. Let's unpack why. Part 1. The Big Warning. The latest risk outlooks from Eurasia Group and G0 Media open with a stark line. 2026 is a tipping point. That's not hype. It reflects something deeper, something structural. For decades, the United States was seen as the world's shock absorber. When crises hit, Washington stepped in to stabilize markets, manage alliances, and contain conflict. That era is over. In 2026, the US is no longer viewed as the system's stabilizer, but as its single biggest source of geopolitical risk. Part 2. The epicenter. America itself. To understand why, we need to start inside the United States. This isn't about routine partisan politics. Analysts at G0 describe what's happening as a full-blown political revolution. The very norms designed to restrain executive power, institutional checks, legal guardrails, informal rules, are being actively challenged from within. This is a stress test for American institutions unlike anything seen in modern times. And that internal shift is now reshaping how the US behaves abroad. Part 3. The Donroe Doctrine. Analysts have given this new approach a name. The Donroe Doctrine, a supercharged 21st century rewrite of the old Monroe Doctrine. The core idea is simple and blunt. Assert direct control over the Western Hemisphere, using political, economic, and military power if necessary. The recent U.S. military operation in Venezuela is widely cited as the clearest example of this new framework in action. And according to G0, this foreign policy now runs on two brutal acronyms. FAFO, fuck around and find out, applied to weaker states, friends or foes, facing maximum American pressure. TACO, Trump always chickens out, reserved for major powers like China and Russia, where escalation is avoided because they can hit back. This is foreign policy reduced to raw power calculation. Part 4. The Alliance Problem. As Ian Bremmer puts it, America's reliability is now being questioned like never before. And that matters. Because once allies start doubting US commitments, the alliance system that defined the post-war global order begins to fray. Quietly at first, then all at once. Part 5. The Economic Rebalancing. Geopolitics isn't shifting alone. The global economy is rebalancing too. In 2025, after a staggering 15-year run of US market dominance, the rest of the world's stock markets outperformed the United States by the widest margin since 2009. Investor and analyst Ruchir Sharma calls this the end of American market exceptionalism. Why? Because US equities grew to represent 70% of global indices, while the US economy itself makes up only about 25% of global GDP. That imbalance, Sharma argues, was never sustainable. Part 6. China. Two competing realities. This shift also changes the global dynamic with China. From one lens, China is a long-term strategist, building toward becoming the world's first electrostate, where power is rooted in electricity, data, and advanced technology. From another lens, China is an immediate source of friction, flooding global markets with cheap exports and triggering political backlash across developed economies. Both views are true, and together, they increase global tension. Part 7. The Ultimate Wildcard. Artificial intelligence. Revolutionary? Absolutely. But the risks are enormous. Sharma outlines a classic bubble dynamic. The 4 O's. Overvaluation of equities, over-ownership by households, over-investment by corporations, and most dangerously, over-leverage on government balance sheets. But the deeper risk may be societal. As Ian Bremmer warns, there are no meaningful global rules for AI. Companies are racing to maximize engagement and profit, even if that means manipulating users. His chilling line says it all. We are choosing to carry sociopaths in our pockets. Part 8. Pulling it all together. So what does 2026 really look like? A politically volatile United States redefining its role in the world. a global economy rebalancing in painful, friction-filled ways, and a powerful, largely ungoverned technology accelerating into every corner of society. This is a world where alliances feel fragile, economic rules are being rewritten, and technology is racing far ahead of regulation. The core reality of 2026 is simple. Volatility is the new normal, and the real challenge ahead isn't just spotting the next crisis. It's understanding the deeper currents of power, economics, and technology that will decide what comes next. Stay safe and happy new thinking.